It is 3 o'clock in the morning, the bedroom is completely dark, the house is absolutely still, and yet your eyes snap wide open. You lay there staring up at the blank ceiling, watching the faint shadows move across the room, listening to the heavy ticking of the wall clock, and feeling a deep, crushing exhaustion right down in your bones. Yet no matter how tired you feel, sleep simply will not come. You toss to the left, flip the pillow over to find a cool spot, roll to the right, and check the bright numbers on your nightstand. You start calculating the math of fatigue, thinking that if you can just fall asleep right now, you might still get 4 hours of rest before the sun comes up. But the more you try to force it, the further away peace seems to drift. Eventually you give up, throw off the blankets, and walk slowly down the quiet hallway into the kitchen. You sit at the table, listening to the refrigerator hum, looking out the dark window at the empty street, and wondering why your mind is racing when your body is so incredibly desperate for rest. Let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? If you have ever found yourself staring into the dark at that exact hour, I want you to take a deep, slow breath right now and listen to me very carefully. You are not broken, you are not failing, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. This is far more common than you think, and your body has not failed you. I'm Dr. Robert Vance, and after helping thousands of older adults over the years in my clinic, I have sat across from so many wonderful people who were ready to give up hope. Just last Tuesday, a retired school teacher named Margaret sat in my office, tears welling up in her eyes, and told me, "Dr. Vance, I feel like my body is just wearing out, or maybe waking up at 3 a.m. It's just a mandatory tax I have to pay for getting older." It broke my heart because she felt so incredibly isolated. But here is the surprising part most people completely miss. Your age is not the barrier keeping you awake. Your body's internal alarm system has simply become a little too sensitive, and it needs the right gentle signals to remember how to rest. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I am going to share a fascinating mental technique that acts like an instant off switch for an overactive brain, along with 4 other natural, easy tricks that can help you fall asleep fast without a single prescription pill. Many seniors tell me they feel deeply frustrated because they are doing everything right, yet they still find themselves wide awake in the middle of the night. Think about that for a moment. Have you ever been told that as you get older, your body naturally needs less sleep? I hear this myth repeated constantly, even by medical professionals. They say that once you pass 60 or 75 hours of choppy rest is all your body requires. Well, let me explain what I mean when I say that this is completely incorrect. The truth is, your requirement for deep, restorative sleep does not decrease at all as you age. What changes is your body's internal clock and its ability to maintain that deep sleep smoothly. Think of your sleep system like a beautifully crafted vintage grandfather clock. The gears haven't disappeared and the clock isn't broken. The internal pendulum just requires a bit more care, warmth, and precise calibration than it did 30 years ago. When you accept the false idea that you don't need rest, you give up on finding a solution, and that is a heartbreaking place to be. Your body still craves that deep rest, and it is entirely capable of achieving it, but the most surprising part is still ahead. Most people are surprised when they learn that small, everyday habits are secretly keeping their internal alarm system screaming long after the bedroom lights go out. You're probably wondering how we can soothe this system naturally, especially if you are trying to avoid heavy sleeping medications that leave you feeling groggy, confused, or unsteady on your feet the next morning. In my clinic, I always prioritize simplicity and independence. We don't want complex routines that feel like extra chores. Today, I am going to walk you through 5 incredibly simple techniques that work in perfect harmony with an older body's changing chemistry. A brain calming strategy that shuts down anxious loops, and an evening notebook routine that acts like dumping a heavy mental suitcase onto paper before you tuck yourself in. Let's begin right now with our very first technique, which I call asterisk, asterisk, the sleep switch breath, asterisk, asterisk. Think of this like a physical light dimmer for your nervous system. When you are lying awake at night, your heart rate is often slightly elevated, and your brain is pumping out the chemicals that keep you alert. To reverse this, we use a specialized breathing pattern that signals your heart to slow down immediately. I want you to try this with me right now, wherever you are sitting or resting. If you are in bed right now listening to my voice, just let your mattress support your weight and let your shoulders drop. To do this correctly, you are going to breathe in through your nose for a soft count of 4, hold that air gently in your lungs for a count of 7, and then exhale completely through your mouth with a soft, relaxed whooshing sound for a count of 8. Let us try one cycle together. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now exhale completely, let it all out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In just a moment, I'll explain the mistake most seniors accidentally make every night with their breathing. But first, I see this all the time where people make a very common error when they first try this pattern. They try to force the counts too rigidly, or they gasp for air at the end of the long exhale. If holding your breath for 7 seconds feels uncomfortable or makes your chest feel tight, please do not worry at all. There is nothing wrong with modifying it. You can easily adjust the numbers down to a 3-second inhale, a 4-second hold, and a 5-second exhale. The exact duration of the numbers matters much less than the mathematical ratio. The real secret here is making sure your exhalation is significantly longer than your inhalation. When your exhale is extended, it physically triggers your body's brake pedal, slowing your pulse and relaxing the tension in your chest. Many of my patients find that after just 4 or 5 cycles of this rhythmic breathing, a soothing wave of warmth spreads to their hands and their eyelids begin to feel incredibly heavy. It is a wonderful private tool you can use anytime you feel that midnight panic creeping in. But stay with me, because the 4th technique changed everything for one of my patients, a retired truck driver named Arthur who hadn't slept a full 4 hours in 10 years. Physical relaxation is only half the battle. Your muscles can hold on to tension even when you think you are resting quietly. This brings us directly to our 2nd technique, which is a method called asterisk asterisk. The body melt method asterisk asterisk. Imagine your body is like a rusty engine that has been running all day long. Even after you turn the key off, the metal stays hot and vibrates. This technique cools down the engine step by step. Picture yourself lying completely flat. Shift all of your awareness down to your feet. Squeeze your toes tightly into the mattress, hold that tension for 5 seconds, and then release it completely. As you let go, visualize all the stress and tightness melting out of your feet and into the sheets. Next, move your attention up to your calves. Tighten the muscles gently, hold for 5 seconds, and let them go completely limp. Continue this slow, beautiful journey upward through your thighs, your stomach, your hands, your shoulders, and finally your jaw. What happened next surprised even me when I first reviewed the data. Researchers discovered that by systematically releasing physical tension from the outer edges of the body toward the center, the brain's electrical activity naturally shifts from fast, frantic waves into the slow, rhythmic waves that precede deep sleep. It is exactly like turning down the volume knob on a loud radio station until there is nothing left but peaceful, gentle static. If you have experienced this kind of physical restlessness, you are definitely not alone, and this technique has been shown to support the exact physical release your body is begging for. If you're watching this video late at night because you can't rest, take a second right now to type sleep in the comments and let me know what time you usually wake up. Our supportive community reads those comments, and seeing everyone share their experience helps all of us realize we aren't the only ones awake in the dark. We are all here to support each other. Now, let me ask you something else. Have you ever noticed that the moment your head hits the pillow, your brain suddenly opens up 100 different browser tabs? It's like a hamster wheel that starts spinning at top speed, reviewing a conversation you had 3 days ago, worrying about a bill, or remembering a chore you forgot to do. This brings us to our 3rd technique, which addresses the mental side of insomnia, using a brain calming strategy called asterisk, asterisk, the brain shuffle trick, asterisk, asterisk. Instead of trying to force your mind to think about absolutely nothing, which is almost impossible and only causes more frustration, we give the brain a highly specific, emotionally neutral task. This task uses up all of your brain's processing power without causing any emotional excitement. Imagine a large, beautiful golden chalkboard in your mind. Picture yourself taking a piece of white chalk and slowly, carefully drawing the number 100 on that board. Now imagine taking a soft cloth and wiping it away completely, leaving a clean, dark surface. Next, slowly draw the number 99 and then erase it just as gently. Continue counting backward, visualizing each number clearly and erasing it completely before moving to the next. This is something I share with my patients constantly, and most seniors are absolutely amazed by how well it works. I remember using this with a grandfather named Thomas, who told me his mind raced so fast at night he felt like an air traffic controller. He tried this and told me he rarely made it past the number 85 before his mind naturally drifted off into a deep, peaceful dream state. The reason this mental hack is so effective is that your working memory can only handle a very small amount of data at one time. By forcing it to construct, maintain, and erase these complex visual images, you leave absolutely no room for anxious thoughts about tomorrow's schedule or yesterday's worries. You are essentially crowding out the anxiety. If you find your mind wandering and losing track of the numbers, please don't get frustrated with yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. Your body wants to sleep and your body is trying to help you. We are just helping it slow down its tempo. Simply restart at the last number you can remember and keep going with slow, easy breaths. But what if the worries feel too heavy to be erased on a mental chalkboard? That brings us to technique number 4, which I call asterisk, asterisk, emptying your mental suitcase, asterisk, asterisk. This is a simple physical ritual that you perform about 30 minutes before you intend to sleep. I want you to find a simple, inexpensive notebook and a pen. Place this notebook on your kitchen counter or your living room desk, but never keep it on your nightstand. Before you head to the bedroom, sit down for just 5 minutes and write down every single thought, worry, task, or obligation currently floating around in your head. It doesn't need to look organized, neat, or well written. It can be a completely disorganized mess of words, names, or bullet points. By doing this, you are physically transferring the weight of those thoughts out of your head and placing them securely onto the paper. Once you are finished, close the notebook firmly, pat the cover, and say out loud, "These can wait until tomorrow." By establishing this clear physical boundary, you give your mind explicit, literal permission to stop analyzing problems during the night. You are essentially telling your brain's alarm system, look, we have a plan, it is written down right here, and we are safe to rest. One of my patients, a wonderful 72-year-old grandmother named Eleanor, told me she used to lie awake for hours worrying about her family, her appointments, and her daily to-do lists. She felt like her brain was a suitcase packed so full the seams were about to burst. After just 1 week of practicing this evening notebook routine, she told me, "Doc Vance, it felt like I finally set that heavy suitcase down on the floor. I didn't realize how much weight I was carrying into bed with me." This simple habit can dramatically improve your transition into sleep because it protects the bedroom as a sanctuary of peace rather than a boardroom for solving life's problems. Now, stay with me because the final technique is still my personal favorite, and it is the most detailed explanation of a method that has helped thousands of people worldwide. This is the famous military sleep method, which I have specifically adapted to suit the changing anatomy and comfort needs of an older adult's body. This technique was originally developed to help high-stress pilots fall asleep in under 2 minutes, even in chaotic environments. The entire secret relies on facial relaxation. Did you know that your face contains over 20 distinct tiny muscles that are directly wired into your body's emotional command center? When you hold even a tiny amount of tension in your brow, behind your eyelids, or along your jawline, your brain automatically assumes you are facing an active threat, and it refuses to let you sleep. To use this method tonight, close your eyes and consciously focus on your forehead. Imagine a warm, gentle iron smoothing out every single wrinkle in your brow, letting your eyebrows sink down naturally. Let the tiny muscles right behind your eyes completely let go, becoming incredibly soft and heavy. Drop your jaw slightly, allowing your teeth to separate and letting your tongue rest loosely against the bottom of your mouth. Now take a slow breath and let your shoulders drop down as low as they can possibly go, as if all the gravity in the room is pulling them down toward the mattress. Feel the weight of your arms traveling down to your elbows, your wrists, and finally trickling out through your fingertips. Breathe out slowly, letting your chest collapse and become completely hollow. Then clear your mind for just 10 seconds by repeating the words, "Don't think, don't think, don't think," softly to yourself. This method can completely reset your physical state, creating a deep sensation of safety that allows sleep to wash over you in minutes. What happened next when we introduced these techniques to our broader senior community was truly beautiful, but we also realized that we need to look closely at the physical environment surrounding your bed. This brings us to our special bonus section, where we look at the simple, everyday adjustments that can double the effectiveness of the tricks we just covered. Let me tell you about a patient named Frank, a proud military veteran who kept his house as warm as a tropical island because his joints always ached in the winter. He couldn't figure out why he woke up dripping with sweat and completely alert at 2 a.m. every single night. When we looked at the environment, the problem became obvious. As our bodies journey through the decades, our internal thermostat becomes a little bit less efficient at regulating heat during the night. Many seniors keep their bedrooms quite warm out of a natural fear of getting chilled or waking up cold. However, clinical studies have shown that the human brain absolutely requires its core temperature to drop by about 2 full degrees to initiate and maintain those deep restorative sleep cycles. Imagine this. The optimal room temperature for an older adult is actually between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are worried about your feet getting cold, it is far better to do what I told Frank to do. Wear a pair of loose, breathable cotton socks to bed, rather than turning up the thermostat for the whole room. This allows your core to cool down while keeping your extremities perfectly cozy. Once Frank made that swap, he stopped waking up in a heat panic. Next, let us talk about light exposure and evening hydration, two areas where many well-meaning seniors accidentally trip themselves up. Think about a former nurse I treated named Clara. She loved to wind down by reading news articles on her bright tablet right up until the minute she turned off the lamp. She didn't realize that her brain relies on an internal biological clock that uses ambient light to determine exactly when to release melatonin, which is your natural sleep hormone. When you sit in a brightly lit living room watching television or reading on a bright tablet at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, that intense light passes straight through your eyes and tricks your internal clock into thinking it is the middle of a bright, sunny afternoon. To fix this, do what Clara did. Try dimming the lamps in your home by half at least 1 hour before bed and switch off all smartphones and screens. Give your brain a natural twilight period to prepare for rest. When it comes to hydration, many seniors stop drinking water entirely at 4 p.m. to avoid having to wake up and walk to the bathroom multiple times during the night. But being severely dehydrated actually irritates the sensitive lining of your bladder, causing more frequent sudden urges to wake up, while also making your blood thicker and increasing your resting heart rate. A much more supportive approach is to drink small, consistent sips of water throughout the day, ending with a final half cup of warm water or herbal chamomile tea about an hour before you lay down. This keeps your system balanced without overloading your bladder. As we look at everything we have shared today, I want to leave you with a profound sense of hope and reassurance. Your ability to achieve a beautiful, peaceful night of sleep can absolutely improve. Your body has not forgotten how to rest. It is simply waiting for you to provide the right environment, the right gentle signals, and a little bit of patience. Implementing these small changes takes practice, and you shouldn't expect absolute perfection on your very first night. Be patient with your mind, be exceptionally gentle with your body, and remember that every small step you take toward calming your internal alarm system builds long-term health and independence. Please drop a comment below and tell me which technique you're going to try tonight. Whether it's asterisk, the sleep switch breath, asterisk, the body melt method, asterisk, or emptying your mental suitcase, asterisk. Tonight, if you wake up at 3 a.m., please don't see it as a failure. See it as a beautiful opportunity to practice what you've learned. Your body isn't fighting you. It isn't trying to ruin your day, it's simply asking for guidance. And together, we're helping it remember how to rest. Your body truly wants to sleep, and we are simply helping it find its way back to that natural, comforting rhythm. There is no need to feel discouraged or frustrated. Simply welcome that moment as a quiet opportunity to rest your mind, knowing that thousands of others in our wonderful community are doing the exact same thing alongside you in the quiet hours of the night. This is Dr. Robert Vance wishing you a peaceful, restorative night, deep comfort in your bones, and a beautiful, energized tomorrow. Take wonderful care of yourself, sleep well, and we will talk again very soon.